Hey everyone, trying something new today, a little extra editing, and I'm going to try to add my picture somewhere in my video. So I don't know, it's just a format I want to experiment with. Also, this is going to be a quick tip video, and it's going to involve jewel crafting. And it's just one of those things that I think people might be able to use. And I don't know how common knowledge it is that this thing is available or not. Do you remember back in the day, if you wanted to have enduring breath, like, breathe underwater, especially there's zones and quests and stuff that are underwater a lot. And for a class like a cleric that doesn't have any kind of enduring breath spell, or a warrior, just, or a rogue, just those classes that don't have any kind of spell to cast for enduring breath, they would try to get that what is that, like a skull, no, a fishbone earring, fishbone earring in Quanos Hills, and it was hard to get, and it's still very uncommon for that guy to spawn and for him to drop that stupid earring. And you might, if you're at low level, a high level, you automatically, I think, get something like a helmet or something that can give you that all the time. But let's say you're playing low end, you're a low level guy, and you want to be able to go in a dungeon that's underwater, or just work on your swimming while you're AFK maybe, and you're afraid that you're going to drown. This is a quick and easy piece of jewelry you can craft as a jeweler, or just, pay one of your friends to do it, that can give you permanent enduring breath, and you can just forever leave this in your inventory and just pop it on anytime you need to breathe underwater. It also gives you infravision and see undead. Or see invisible, not see invisible, see undead, I'm dumbass. So you can see invisible monsters, and you can breathe underwater, and you have ultravision. So let us do this gem. So what you're going to need a star ruby, which isn't that hard to come by. It's sold on most jeweler merchants. Star ruby. You need a pear cut tool and a jeweler's glass. And of course you need a high enough skill to make it. You hit combine, and boom, we have our pear cut star ruby. And if you see here, it's a gem that gives you Faroon. The spirit of the deep fills you, and it gives you the ability to see invisible, breathe underwater, and view the world in ultravision. You would need large gem glue solvent to remove it, and it can go in any solo, duo, or trio jewelry. So we're going to make a quick trio ring or something. We're going to go with electrum, which for like an earring, or let's go with the veil. You would need a 90 for the veil. You could do a ring, only 78. Well, let's just do a veil, just because and that would give you 3 slots, and of course slot 11 is where the star ruby would go. So you would need a trio setting tool, bar of enchanted electrum, and you would need the veil mold. All of these things you can get from Jeweler Noni or most other jeweler NPCs. So here we go, we got our veil. So let's pop it on here. Take my current mask off for now. And we have the veil with nothing in it. And we're going to take this gem, we're going to pop it on in there, And there we go. Now we have our Faroon ability. So, you know, you won't see anything because I think I get that same thing. Yeah, see, Faroon from my abstruse mind broken cap. But this thing, do you see any level requirements on it? No, you do not, because it doesn't have any. You could use it as level 1. So, and then you can add, you know, whatever other gems you want to it. You know, 2 of my favorites is the opal that gives you hit points. So let's buy an opal. And I don't know, let's do something a little different. Let's buy a peridot. I think peridots give you armor class. So, and let's do round cut for the filter here, and we'll search, and we'll go down and find the opal. Okay, there we go. We have our opal, so let's drop the opal into this veil. Okay, and then we're going to go to the peridot. We're going to cut a peridot, and we're going to drop the peridot into the veil. And there we go, we got our 2 gems in there. Well, we got all 3 gems in there now. So let's close this because it's not showing all the stats that it has now. So, okay, I knew the peridot gave armor class, but it only gives 2 armor class. Likewise, if you're using it on a caster, you can instead use an emerald that would give you a 32 endurance and mana, or if you want the endurance for a warrior class. Or if you want AC, you could, you know, put there, you got an extra 2 AC and 30 hit points. And likewise, different gems give different stats. But the important thing is you have that Faroon Worn ability, so you won't drown. I hope this little tip is helpful. Gonna make sure I remember to put my good mask on because it gives much better stats. But I hope this helps you, and you remember this. You know, you can make this very easy, simple, pretty cheap jewelry for any of your newbie guys, where you could see invisible. You won't get ambushed by invisible things. A lot of the, I think like air elementals look invisible and stuff like that. So if this helps you, please give a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff. You have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow. See you whenever.